If you're having a mental health crisis, this is the episode for you. This is Laura Lee and your 5 minute spiritual reboot. I'd like to welcome my special guest, Dr. Leanne Whitney, transformational coach, and as well author of Consciousness in Young and Patanjali. I've always felt like I could never say that correctly. Do you know what I'm saying?
I say Patanjali, but yeah, different.
Patanjali,
Exactly.
right. Dr. Whitney, congratulations.
Thank you.
Right now, there is an epidemic of suicide rates, just out of this world. And we have that enmeshed with the climate change and our political divide, especially here in the United States. It is happening worldwide. But my question to you in regards to some of your background, what's at the heart of this issue, do you believe?
Well, definitely looking through the lens of yoga psychology. I mean, yoga philosophy is the philosophy of union, of integration. And what that
Mm-hmm.
means is really at the base of all the multiplicity of phenomena, we're actually all one, that there's a
Yeah.
unity.
Mm-hmm.
There's a unity, which is another way to say that is the absolute. It's truth. It's reality with a
Mm-hmm.
capital R. And if we develop a culture and build a culture, or we build systems of thought that aren't rooted in that knowledge of the absolute, of the truth, of the unity of beingness,
Mm-hmm.
then we fracture and our mind splits. We have dissociation, we have disconnection in the mind and body. That splits, and we see that very significantly in Euro-American culture in particular. Yoga philosophy and psychology really helps us see inside why the dilemma, why the emergency, why the suffering, because we're misunderstanding the our beingness at the core of who we are.
Consciousness in Young and Patanjali. Okay. How are they really applicable together, though, in this moment that's transpiring together?
Together.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both aim for the amelioration of human suffering, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
take the fact that we're suffering. So
Mm-hmm.
suffering in and of itself is the marker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
That we don't have to suffer like this.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering is the marker. It's a guardrail to say, wait a minute, there's
Mm-hmm.
something that you're missing. There's something that you're misunderstanding. There's something that you don't know, that you're unaware of. Being able to discern
Mm-hmm.
what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we need to learn as a culture is how to think. We're taught what to think, and our minds get filled and filled with,
Mm-hmm.
again, systems of thought, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not taught how to think or
Mm.
how to use the mental, physical, emotional connection and how it all links through the nervous
Right.
system.
Right. Right.
So
I
if we
think
get there,
intuition is part of that, at another level. Mm-hmm.
intuition is a big part of the healing
Right.
process for sure.
So, what do you think is necessary for the deep transformation? Did everybody pull out a yoga mat and do yoga? You and I would agree about that one, but what do you think is the key for deep transformation?
Yes, the yoga mat, but the yoga mat, the postures are a metaphor for the psychology. So, what the postures are pointing us to, again, is that underlying link between the breath, the nervous system, and the body. So,
Mm-hmm.
what we all need to do is to get that system back up and functioning, to
Mm-hmm.
look to where are we afraid? Where are we suffering from anxiety? Where are we stressed out? And of course, as a culture, where
Mm-hmm.
under extreme stress. I think
Mm-hmm.
the statistics are something like 70% of the American population is taking one biopharmaceutical drug, 40% is taking two.
Yes.
Like, we're a nation under stress, mental stress, physical
Mm-hmm.
stress. So again, the asana is great, but it's a metaphor. And breathing practices are really crucial. Getting that
Mm-hmm.
breath linked to the nervous system, linked to the body, I think is a fantastic way to start. And one key breath work that I do teach is 5 count on a nice slow 5 count on the inhale, pause for 2, and then exhale for a count of 6. So you want to extend the exhale. and then pause again for 2 and repeat 3 times.
It was a pleasure. Dr.
Yeah.
Leanne Whitney, where can anyone who's interested find the book Consciousness in
Jung and Patanjali.
uh
My website, leannewhitney.com, that will send them to the book, and also any classes that I teach. That's probably the best way. Amazon, I mean, most major booksellers sell it.
Thank you for sharing your
Thank
time
you.
with me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you. Pleasure to be
Same
with
here.
you. Thank you.
And if you'd like to call into the show, go to radiomediumlauralee.com. And thank you for subscribing to the podcast and sharing the show. We appreciate you.